good advice there. Here we go again. Oh yes, we are back, everyone. If you like learning English, if you are a big fan of the English language, you are in the right place. Welcome to another English Addict Live from the birthplace of English, which just happens to be England. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you really happy? How are you feeling? What a strange period of time to be living through. I think 100 years from now, people will be talking about this particular period of time, and they will be saying things like, what the hell was going on? Here we are once again. We have made it into March, and we are here together again to learn a little bit of English. And I am with you once more. Yes, I am with you 3 times a week, by the way. You can catch me on Sunday, Wednesday and Friday. 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm on. So I hope you are feeling good. I know that things in the world at the moment are a little strange. However, here is something to cheer you up. Here is the view in my garden at the moment. So earlier, there were lots of birds feeding in my garden, but now, of course, they've gone because I've started my live stream. This always happens, by the way. I've noticed this. Whenever I turn my camera on, the birds vanish. I don't know why. It's almost as if they know they are being filmed. So there it is outside, the live view. I hope later on there will be more birds. We had the woodpecker this morning. The woodpecker actually came to feed from the bird feeder. So I was very excited about that. However, there is no woodpecker there at the moment. Here is another view outside, just to give you an idea of what the weather is like today. You can see it's a little bit wet. We have a wet day here in the UK, lots of rain, and it is quite cold. Many people staying in today, well, unless of course they have to go to work. However, most people are going about their business as usual. However, things might change. Those moments of normality might suddenly change over the next few days. I suppose the best advice I can give at the moment, is don't panic. Don't panic, everyone. Don't panic. No, please calm down. Don't panic, everyone. Let's just stay calm. Talking of which, we are talking about the word panic today, because it would appear that a lot of people are becoming a little bit worried about you know what. You know what I'm talking about. That thing that apparently is causing a lot of chaos around the world. I know I'm being a little jokey about it, but let's face it. It is a very strange period of time to be living in. I must be honest with you. It is a very strange time to be living in. So we have you know what. A lot of people are talking about this at the moment. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and of course the media are getting involved now by telling people all sorts of information. Some of the information is very misleading, leading, of course, and causing more panic. So what do you think? How are things where you are? Here in the UK, we are trying to stay calm. over the coronavirus. However, at the moment, there is a lot of misinformation, information that is being given out that isn't strictly true. So the only piece of information that probably we need to know at the moment is to stay clean, to keep your hands nice and clean. So that is one of the best ways of protecting yourself against you know what. So hello to everyone. Nice to see you here today. And guess what? We have made it. We have almost made it to the middle of the week. Yes, it's Wednesday. A lot of uncertainty in the world at the moment. No one really knows what is going to happen next. However, I know what is going to happen next here on the live chat, because here we go again. Hello to everyone on the live chat. A big special hello to Vitas. Hello, Vitas. Nice to see you here today. Guess what? You are first on today's live chat. Congratulations. Apparently, in certain countries, there is a shortage, or it is being reported that there is a shortage of this. Apparently, in some countries, Japan has been mentioned, and also Australia was mentioned this morning as well. Apparently, people are rushing to the supermarkets and they are buying lots of this. I don't know why, but apparently this is on the list of things that you need if the coronavirus becomes much worse. So I'm not sure why toilet paper is the most important thing, or one of the most important things, because there are other things you can use as well besides this. I suppose you could use kitchen paper. So maybe you could get some kitchen rolls instead and use those. In fact, I think in some cases, maybe using kitchen paper instead of this might be better. You could also use newspaper as well. You could buy your daily newspaper and then later on you can reuse it as toilet paper. So a very strange period of time is occurring. What do you think? How do you feel about it? Do you feel worried? Do you feel concerned about what is happening? Or maybe you are not worried at all. Of course, there are many theories as to how the coronavirus started. However, many scientists, many researchers and experts seem to think that this is where the coronavirus started. Now, we are pretty sure that it started in China. However, this is where the coronavirus is supposed to have come from. Do you recognize this animal? It is a pangolin. And apparently in China, this particular animal is a delicacy. It is eaten in China. And apparently they suspect that this is where the transmission of the coronavirus occurred. So it happened in China, in Wuhan, and this apparently is supposed to be the animal where it came from. How it was transmitted from animal to human still remains slightly mysterious. I think it's safe to say that there are many people who don't know what is happening at the moment with the coronavirus. However, they seem to suspect that this particular animal is responsible for it. Nothing surprises me anymore. Do you remember in the past we used to get very shocked by things? Things used to make us feel very surprised. Nowadays, we seem to get angry over things. We always seem to be in a constant state of outrage. However, in the past, things used to genuinely shock us. We used to be shocked by things. These days, it is so hard to be surprised by anything that happens. Do you feel the same way as me, I wonder? These days it is very hard to be surprised by anything that happens. Anything. Don't forget, whatever you do, don't panic. Don't panic. Hello everyone, it's English Addict with myself. Mr. Duncan is my name, by the way, for those wondering who the hell is that strange, weird man on my computer monitor at the moment. My name is Duncan and I teach English, and I have been doing it for a very long time. In fact, I think one day I will actually forget how long I've been doing this for, because I've been doing it for so long. So maybe when I'm another 10 years older and my brain begins to fade, my memories begin to slip away, perhaps I will forget how long I've been doing this for. It's a long time anyway. Hello to the live chat. Hello also to Wafay. Nice to see you here today. I am adjusting my controls. I don't know why, they seem to be very far away. Sweetness. Hello, Sweetness. Nice to see you here today. Also, Black Gotcha. Nice to see you here today. Sweetness says, hello there, happy Wednesday. How are you, dear Mr. Duncan? I hope you are doing well. I'm okay. I can't complain. I will be honest with you. Christina is here. The situation is not getting better. How long will it last? I am so worried about it. Well, can I just say, you can stay calm at the moment because you have something nice to watch. However, I suppose today's live stream will not take your mind off what is happening in the world, because I'm going to talk about viruses, words connected to virus, and also the way in which that word can be used. And what does it mean when something goes viral? What does it mean? Also, we're talking about words connected with panic. Panic. What does it mean? How can we express the feeling of panic? Also, I thought it would be interesting to talk about something else. This is one of my philosophies of life. So this is one of them. One of the things I always like to do every day. I always like to learn something new. I make it a rule to tell myself that every day I have to learn something new. One new piece of information. However, it doesn't have to be one. It can be more than one. However, I always say that it is good to learn new things every day. So a good question to ask before we get into the unpleasant stuff. What did you learn today? Have you learned anything today so far? Now, it doesn't have to be connected to my lessons. It can be anything. Have you learned something today that you didn't know yesterday? So not just my lessons, but anything in life. Did you find out something? What did you learn today? Maybe a new piece of information, maybe something new that you've discovered, maybe a fact that you weren't aware of, or maybe something you didn't know about yourself. So I always tell myself to learn something new every day, whatever it is, because then your brain will stay active. And I always believe that learning new things is a great way of keeping your brain active and also fresh. So once again, I will ask you, what did you learn today? Did you learn something new today? Something interesting maybe? A new fact? Or maybe a little bit of news that you didn't know about? Maybe your neighbour told you about something. Maybe they gave you some information you didn't know. Ooh. So what did you learn today? Did you learn something new today? And if so, what is it? Mogmog is here. Hiroko. Hello, Hiroko. Nice to see you here. Oh, Palmyra is here as well. Nice to see you as well. Nice to see you here, Palmyra. Sweetness says, I hope you are all doing well. We are okay. But don't forget, if you are feeling a little unwell, under the weather, maybe check with your doctor, or perhaps even stay indoors. A new phrase that people are using at the moment, self-isolation. It's almost become a buzzword over the past few days. So people now are talking about self-isolation. So what you do is you stay at home, you avoid contact with other people. We call it self-isolation. To be isolated means to be away and also distant from other people. There is no one nearby. Hello, Lan Nguyen. Hello, teacher, and everyone from Vietnam. Yes, I know, I have a lot of people. Many people now watching in Vietnam. Can I say a special hello to everyone watching in Vietnam? I know I have a lot of people watching right now. Thank you also to Alex D, a well-known English teacher in Vietnam who has been talking about my lessons. Thank you very much. Hello also Irene. Luis Mendez is here as well. Marina. Oh, hello to Marina. How are you today? Thank you very much. You might notice that my voice sounds a little dry today for two reasons. One, it's very hot in the studio, and also I forgot to bring my water. So I haven't got my water here in the studio. So at some point I'm going to have to go outside and get my water, which is over there. Hello Belarusia. I think your hands are quite clean already. Stop washing them. The skin will be damaged. Well, I suppose you don't have to wash your hands all the time. However, after you've been in close contact with someone, or maybe if you've been to the toilet, but then I suppose you should be doing that anyway. You should be washing your hands after you go to the toilet. That is obvious. Very obvious. Hello. Are there any loo rolls? Yes, here we go. Apparently, there is a shortage of toilet paper in Japan and also in Australia, apparently. I don't know how true it is, but apparently there is a shortage. However, we can also call this loo roll as well. Loo roll or toilet paper. Excuse me, can I just disappear over there? I'm going to get my water because I forgot to bring it. I'll be back in a moment. Whilst you're waiting, here are the birds. Would you like to have a look at the birds? Oh my goodness, look. There are so many birds on the bird feeder. Of course, the only problem is if I go out of the room, I will actually disturb the birds. So then the birds will fly away. So you can see there are lots of birds. We have green finches, also goldfinches. Can you see the little birds with the red faces? They are called goldfinches. Goldfinches. So now I'm going to disturb the birds by walking past the window. So see if you can spot the moment when I go past the window. You will see all the birds fly away. So I will be back in a moment. Da, da, da. I think I can't find my water. I don't know where my water has gone. How strange. I seem to have lost my water. Has anyone seen my water? So did you spot the moment when I went past the window and all the birds flew away? Yes, they did. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry about that. My throat is a little bit dry today because I've been doing so much talking this week for various reasons, which I won't go into, but I have been chatting a lot this week. So hello to the live chat once again. We are talking about viruses. Pat Chu says, what is the status of the coronavirus, or as many people are calling it now, COVID-19? Here in the UK, I think there are 50 people now affected directly by coronavirus. 50. Which doesn't seem very many when you think about it. However, the big worry, and this is the reason why people are worried, is not the number that are infected now, but what will happen later as those people who have been infected but don't realise it come into contact with other people. So you can see that is the danger. So the real worry here is people coming into contact with other people who are infected with the coronavirus, but they don't realise it. So I think that's the big problem here. Yes, it's rainy today. We've had a lot of rain. It does not feel like winter, and it certainly doesn't feel like early spring, to be honest. Marina says it's so hard with COVID-19, but you are right to joke about it a bit. Yes, we have to find some light moments from all the misery. You are right. And not only that, if you thought that was bad enough, guess what? Guess who's back? Yes, Crocodile Dundee is coming back. Paul Hogan is coming back to our big screen as Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee is back. Oh, hang on a second. No, that's not Crocodile Dundee. That's an old leather sofa. That's a piece of old leather covering a sofa. No. That is Crocodile Dundee. He's back, everyone. Although, to be honest with you, I can't tell the difference between him and an old leather sofa. Yes, just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder, Crocodile Dundee is coming back to the big screen in a great film, apparently, called The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. Coming to a cinema near you. Does anyone actually remember Crocodile Dundee? I mean, come on. Is it the 1980s again? So apparently Paul Hogan, who plays Crocodile Dundee, or used to, in the 1980s, has decided to make a new film. Even though I think he's about 95 now, but he is back in a new movie called The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. And there you can see a picture of the poster. You can see also John Cleese is appearing in the movie as well, apparently. And also Chevy Chase, well-known American comedian. So I can't believe they are bringing back Crocodile Dundee. What do you think? Do you really want to go out and see another Crocodile Dundee film? And I suppose the big question is, what will actually happen in the film? Because he is getting on a bit now. I have a feeling that the movie will have a lot of de-aging. Have you heard of that? Nowadays, if you are an old actor, they can actually use computer technology to make you look young again. You can look young and youthful once again. So I like the sound of that, to be honest. So Crocodile Dundee is coming back. and you thought coronavirus was bad. The birds have returned in the garden, for those who are wondering. They're back now. They are back. You can see the goldfinch. You can see the blue tits. So those are the birds right now in the garden. Meanwhile, we have a lot of things to talk about today. We are talking about, well, one of the things I want to talk about is panic. Panic. And one of the things that we often think of when people panic is, well, first of all, their behaviour changes quite a lot. So people start doing strange things. And one of the things that people sometimes do is they start panic buying. So you panic and then you start buying things because you think they are going to disappear. So we say panic buying. So when we describe panic buying, we are saying that people become very afraid, worried and upset, and they go out and buy things that they think they need. Panic buying. And the reason why people are panicking at the moment is, well, it's because of the coronavirus. It's in the news, it's in the newspapers, it's on the internet, people are talking about it all the time. However, we can also have a look at the word virus. Would you like to have a look? Here it is, the word virus. Now, this is something very technical, but I will try to explain it as slowly as I can. An infective agent that typically consists of a nucleic acid molecule in a protein coat. It is too small to be seen by light microscopy. So when we talk about microscopy, we are talking about using a microscope. And quite often, if you use a microscope, quite often you will need light also to illuminate the thing you are looking at. So it is too small to be seen by light microscopy and is able to multiply only within the living cells of a host. So a virus is something that lives inside the cells of a host. So when we say host, it means the body or where the virus actually is. So the person with the virus is the host in their body. It is in their body. I don't like the sound of that, to be honest. I don't like the sound of that at all. Also, we can say virus as a noun. Well, an infection or disease caused by a virus. So when we say virus, it can mean the thing, or it can mean the infection or disease that is caused by a virus, such as the flu virus. You are naming a specific type of virus. The virus also, as a noun, can be a harmful or corrupting influence. A thing that might be harmful, a thing that corrupts, is a thing that has a bad effect, or maybe is a bad influence on other things. So we can use virus in that way as well. You can have a computer virus. I'm sure at some point in our lives we have had a computer virus. I know I have. Many years ago, when computer viruses were more common, I would often get computer viruses. A computer virus, a piece of code which is capable of copying itself and typically has a detrimental or negative effect, such as corrupting the system or destroying data. So yes, we can have a computer virus, a virus that literally spreads from computer to computer. Something can also go viral as well as an adjective. So it is of the nature, caused by or relating to a virus or viruses. So when something goes viral, we are expressing the nature of the thing that is spreading. It has gone viral. For example, you can have something such as a video that has gone viral. An image, video, or piece of information circulated rapidly and widely from one internet user to another. So on the internet, quite often, things will go viral. They will spread very quickly. A viral ad campaign. So maybe an advertisement that lots of people start talking about can also become viral. A lot of people start talking about that particular thing. The video went viral and was seen by millions. So something that has gone viral is something that is spreading around because people are telling other people about it. And let's face it, the best place to tell other people about things is the internet. So we can say that something is viral, widespread, transmittable, or is being transmitted. Something is contagious or catching. It means the thing is going around. It is spreading. So we can have a viral video. So a video on YouTube that is very popular and suddenly lots of people start watching it. However, I must be honest, I can't remember the last time I saw a viral video on YouTube. When was the last time that a video on YouTube went really viral? I can't remember. I don't think YouTube has viral videos anymore. Do you think so? I can't remember the last time I actually saw a viral video. I can't remember at all. I remember many years ago there was a guy called Tay Zonde or Zaytonde. Is that his name? And he had a hit with a song called Chocolate Rain. That is one of the first viral videos that I remember on YouTube. And of course, there are other viral videos. There's Charlie Bit My Finger. Who remembers that? Charlie Bit My Finger. A very popular and well-known viral video from many years ago. Hello to everybody. Irene is here, also Marina. Let's spread English with Mr. Duncan like a good virus. Yes, I think that's a good idea. So, of course, sometimes telling other people about something or showing other people things can be good because, well, it has a good influence. So, of course, something that is viral can be a good thing. Maybe something that is offering advice can go viral. Something that makes a person feel happy, or maybe something that reassures you can go viral, and it helps lots of people. So yes, for all you English addicts out there, I am here trying to make English become viral in a nice way. Rolfie says apparently the Pope Francisco is apparently sick as well with some sort of virus. Now, this is something that I saw in the news a couple of days ago. However, this morning, when I was flicking through the news on my phone, I noticed that there was a story about the Pope, and it said that he's been tested for coronavirus, and it came back negative. So for all those worrying about the Pope, the news that I received this morning was that he was actually negative for coronavirus, which is good news for many people, I'm sure. I remember viral videos called the Cold Water Challenge. Oh yes, the Ice Bucket Challenge, where people would pour ice cold water over their heads. And I think it was for a charity. I think it was some sort of illness that causes damage to your nerves, ALS. Am I right there? I think so. Hello, Umberto. Hello also to Anna. Also to Palmyra again. Yes, there are many viral videos. However, these days, I don't think there are so many. I don't think there are very many viral videos these days. Because there are so many things now on YouTube, it is very hard for one thing to stand out. What do you think? Have you seen a viral video recently? Because I don't think I have. Not for a long time. Hello, Marina. Hello also, Lewis. I'm not worried about coronavirus because I think that our life is like a road, and when you take it all, the things, good or bad, are waiting for you. Yes, I suppose so. And that is one of the things about life. You never know what's around the corner. Something good or something bad might be waiting for you. So here's a good question. What did you learn today? Did you learn something new about the world around you? Or maybe something that you didn't know before? Maybe a fact or a piece of information? Or maybe you learnt something that you didn't know about a person or about yourself. So I always try to learn something new every day, even if it's just one thing. Self-improvement is always a good route to take in your life. That's what I think anyway. Hello also to, hello to Pachu. When was the last time you watched a viral video? I can't remember the last viral video that I watched because many years ago on YouTube there used to be lots of viral videos. Tay Zonde. Was that his name? I want to say Tay Zonde. Chocolate rain falling out of the sky. Do you remember that song? And then there was the little baby who bit his brother's finger. Charlie bit my finger. And there was another one, the sneezing panda as well. The little panda that sneezed. That was very popular. So many years ago, in the early days of YouTube, because I have been on YouTube for nearly 14 years. Have I mentioned that? Today I've learnt a few new words in English, says Hartran. Hello, Hartran. Nice to see you here today. I'm teaching English, talking about English. Hai Li Kuang says, today I learned how to write an essay about education. Well done. I'm glad that maybe my lessons, perhaps, have helped you achieve that goal. I hope so. Thank you also to Christina. I learned to live every moment of life with intensity or intensely, because the future is always uncertain. As I always say, live every day as if it's your last, because one day you'll be right. Thank you very much also to Rolfie. Yes, apparently it is true. You can look it up. He is sick. That is the Pope. But it is not coronavirus. So for those who were concerned about what I said earlier, apparently the Pope does not have coronavirus, according to the official report. So that's all I can say about that, really. Thank you very much for your company today. Nice to see you here. Hello also to... Wow, so many people already appearing now. So many viral videos. Can you remember a viral video? Can you remember a viral video from YouTube? Maybe something that you used to watch again and again and again. So I remember the Chocolate Rain song. Oh, there was also another song as well that was very popular about 5 or 6 years ago. Who remembers Monday? Is it Monday or Friday? Friday. Friday, Friday. I always look forward to Friday. It's my day. Who remembers that? Fam Mai says, hello, it's the first time that I've seen you. Thank you very much, Fam Mai. Nice to see you and welcome. And for those who are worried about my voice, don't worry. Don't worry. It isn't. It isn't. I feel completely well. I'm okay. It's just that my voice is a little worn out because I've been using it a lot. Hello, Mog Mog. I have learned English now in my area and I only have 15 minutes remaining until tomorrow arrives. Oh, I see. So Mog Mog is preparing to go into tomorrow. Don't forget, try to learn something new every day, even if it's just one thing. Something new every day. Hello, Sir He. Thank you very much. You are godlike. Me? Please. Every night I ask myself, what was the new thing I learnt today? I always find something, and I always find something I could learn to discover. I know. It's one of the things I love about life. It's one of the things I love about existing, is the fact that there are always new things to discover. I don't know everything. There are many things that I don't know. For example, yesterday I didn't know that this animal existed. So yesterday I didn't know that this animal was a real thing, but now I do. And apparently there is a theory that this is where the coronavirus originated, in China, because in China apparently this particular animal is a delicacy, even though it is also an endangered animal as well. So I didn't know that, but now I do. Tanya says, oh my goodness, is it really episode 47? Yes, this is 47. Episode 47 of English Addict. I can't believe it. So we will soon be celebrating our 50th episode. I'm looking forward to that. Marina says, yes, there was a viral song called Happy. Oh, yes, I remember that one. I want to be happy. Everyone be happy. Yes, I like that song. It was very good. Thank you very much. Thank you to Mohammed Fayez, who says, hey, dude. Is that me? Thank you. I just subscribed to this channel and now I'm here to learn English. Can you help me? Well, that's what I do. I am here to help everyone with their English. Whatever it may be, I will try my best to help you. Hello also to Tuan, who says, you should have lemonade with honey. It is good for your voice. I don't know why my voice is so strange today. It's very dry. It might also be the weather as well, and also the fact that I'm standing in a very hot studio. It's so hot in here as well. So maybe it's a lot of things. In the Lithuanian, pangolin is translated into who eats ants. Yes, because the pangolin, apparently, it lives on insects. Yes, but apparently also some people think that they taste delicious, so they eat them. Pedro is here. Oh, hello, Pedro. Pedro Belmont is here, but now I think he's about to go. Hello, Alexi. I read about the pangolins, but then it seems that it was an error by the journalist. The virus is similar to COVID-19, but not the same. Oh, I see. Okay, then. Well, this is something that I was watching just 2 nights ago. So I think it was on Monday night I was watching something, and they were talking about the pangolin, and they were saying that this is where they think the coronavirus came from, how it was transmitted. So maybe that now has been disproved as well. But this is one of the problems that people are facing right now. People actually don't know about it. There are many things that people don't understand about this new virus. Another thing that people are getting confused by is how long it will take to get a vaccine. So if you have a vaccine, then you can vaccinate people to protect them from the virus, just like flu. So many people, especially people who are elderly or people who are young or people who are vulnerable to infection, they will have the flu vaccine. So now they are trying to find out if they can develop a vaccine to protect people from the coronavirus. However, vaccines take a long time to develop. It's not a few weeks. It's not a couple of months. Sometimes a vaccine can take a very long time to develop because you have to develop it, you have to find out how the virus works, and then you have to work out how you can produce the vaccine as well. Some vaccines are produced in eggs. Did you know that? They actually use eggs and grow the virus or the actual vaccine in the eggs. Yes. That's it, you see. Learning new things all the time. Haile Quang, this animal is in Vietnam and is hunted by many people because of its skin. Yes, it's terrible. Isn't it amazing that there are people in the world who will actually kill an animal just so they can have its skin? But then, is it any different from killing an animal for its meat? Is it any different? Or is it just the same? Very, very, very weird times. Pedro says, I will... Oh, I think Pedro is going somewhere. I don't know where Pedro is going, but he's going off somewhere. Rolfie says, it is like we are living in the movie Virus. Oh, yes, I remember that movie. It's a very old film. I might watch it again. Paris or Parisa says, hello, dear Mr. Duncan. My husband and I, or my husband and me, are listening to you. Thank you very much. Parisa, hello, Parisa. And also hello to your husband as well. A big hello from England. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Emmanuel is going as well, I think. Sergey says, hello from Belarus. I write this message for the first time in the live chat. You are the best English teacher. Thank you, Sergey. And also welcome to my live chat. If it is your first message, welcome. I'm trying to keep it happy, even though things are looking very strange at the moment. A lot of people are panicking. Here's something to cheer you up. If you are into computer gaming, if you like playing computer games, well, here is something that you might like to have in your bedroom. Look at this. Apparently this is a new product that has been developed in Japan. And now you can play your favourite computer games whilst lying in bed. So this particular thing is not only a bed, it is also a computer console. You have your monitors. You also have your cell phone, which is above your head all the time. So this is the new thing that we might be seeing in the bedrooms of many teenagers. Here's a closer look. So there you can see on the screen, you can see the bed. You can also see the computer monitors. So you can spend all of your time in bed whilst playing your favourite computer game. What do you think about that? Is it a good step or a bad step? I mean, really, you can spend too much time doing something. Really, I think so. Hello also to, hello, Min Tran. Hello, teacher. you are really cute. Thank you very much. I'm a little embarrassed now. You've made me embarrassed. Hello, Rolfie. Hello also to Marina again. There is also another movie with people who catch an infection called Contagion. Yes, and also that's a very good word. So a contagion is something also that spreads like a virus. Contagion. I like that word. A very lovely word there. Thank you very much for mentioning that word, because I left it out of my list. Hello also to Palmyra says, I have never played computer games. Me neither. I can't remember the last time I played a computer game. I think it was many, many years ago. 20 years ago, maybe, I think was the last time I played any computer game. So I don't play computer games. I don't play anything like that. However, I do spend a lot of my time in front of the computer, making my English lessons and also doing this right now. So as I stand here talking to you, I am standing in front of my computer. And lots of other technology as well. Hailey Kwang says, I wish I could have this computer in the future, or this PC, this personal computer. So there it is. Something launched in Japan. It is a bed, a computer monitor. You even have all of your food nearby. There is everything you could possibly need right next to your bed. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. I don't know. What do you think? We are coming up to 3 o'clock here in the UK. Deya. Oh, hello, Deya. Apparently, Black Gacha, your real name is Deya. Nice to see you here today. Thank you very much. It's nice to find out what your real name is, to be honest. Sometimes it becomes a little more personal and friendly. Ahmed. Oh, hello, Ahmed Ramadan. Contagion movie is about the coronavirus in 2011. Oh, I see. Yes. I haven't seen that particular movie. I haven't seen it. Hello also to Marwa Maher, who asks, how are things in Syria? Well, you may have noticed on the news during the past couple of days, a lot of things happening in Syria. There is another migrant crisis. It is about to occur, where large numbers of people are trying to move from one place to another. So some very serious things happening at the moment there. Christina says, I remember a movie called Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman. I remember that one, yes. Again, I think that's quite an old movie. But yes, I remember that one. I think that's quite an old one, though. I think maybe from the 1990s. Let's have a look at some words, shall we? Okay, because the reason why we are here is to look at words, look at phrases, and to get some new words into our brains. So at the moment, a lot of people are talking about the coronavirus, and some people are starting to panic. Well, here is my advice. Don't panic. Please, please, don't panic. Don't panic. Whatever you do, please don't panic. Can everyone stop panicking? So we had the virus words and phrases earlier, but now we have some panic words and phrases. Some panic words and phrases. There are quite a few. So please concentrate, listen carefully. Panic words and phrases. Well, first of all, we can use the word alarm. If we feel alarm, or if we feel alarmed, It means we are feeling panicky. Something makes us suddenly frightened. You might panic. You will feel alarmed. So alarm is another way of describing panic. Don't be alarmed. There is no need to panic. So if you experience the feeling of alarm, you are experiencing panic. Panic. Another one, terror as well. You can feel terrified. You can feel anxious or worried about something. So the feeling of terror can also be panic. It is a type of panic where you will suddenly be afraid of something, or a certain thing might make you feel terrified. So terror can also be used as a synonym of panic. Terror. You feel terror. You are terrified. Shock can also be a form of panic. So you are shocked. You might feel worried about something. You start to panic. You feel as if you are going to lose your mind because you are so shocked. You start to panic. Horror. Here's another one. Horror. Horror is the feeling of suddenly being overwhelmed by fear. So quite often fear and panic are connected. So you might feel fear, which will then lead to panic. But don't panic. There is no need to panic. Everyone can just calm down. You might also lose control. If you lose control, it means you stop behaving normally. You stop behaving in a sensible way. As I showed you earlier, panic buying. Panic buying. So people lose control. They start to panic. They behave in very strange ways. They stop behaving normally. They start to panic. They lose control. You might also lose your senses as well. So you start acting in a very strange way. You start acting as if you've lost your mind. You lose your senses. You start to panic. You might go into a panic. If you go into a panic, we are describing the moment where you are calm, but then suddenly you start to panic. So you go into a panic. You are calm, but suddenly you go into a panic. You suddenly start to worry about things. You start to get upset. You start to lose your control. You go into a panic. Here's another one. I like this one. I like this word. You might freak out. If you freak out, it means you lose control. Once again, you panic. You become overwhelmed with panic. You start to worry. You freak out. You might also react to something that makes you feel panic. So the word freak out, or the phrase freak out, can mean lose control. You lose control of your senses. You freak out over something. I like that one. You might become fraught. To become fraught is to become fearful or anxious. So you become fraught over something. Again, an interesting word. Perhaps you've never seen this word before. We pronounce it fraught. Fraught. You feel anxious. You feel worried. You suddenly feel the sense of anxiety. You become fraught. We might also describe panic as an overreaction. So maybe you overreact to something. So overreaction means you react too much to something. So something that makes you panic might be an overreaction. There is no need to worry. Your overreaction is when you react too much to something. So maybe a small thing happens or something that isn't very important. However, you might feel that it is important. So you overreact. So an overreaction is when you react too strongly to something that is unimportant. So sometimes people will panic over very small things. They will get very upset over very small events. So panic can be described as an overreaction. You overreact to something. I love the spelling of this word. Can you see there? So that looks like it has been misspelt. However, it hasn't. That is how you spell overreact. All one word. It is one word. Eric says Mr. Steve might lose control once in a while. Yes, you might be right. Especially when he's driving his car. That's all I'm saying for now. Pachu asks, do you like watching horror films? I do. There are some horror films that I like watching. There are some horror films that I don't like watching. If you suddenly become afraid of something, or maybe something makes you worry too much, you might go into a panic. You suddenly go into a panic. You suddenly start to panic. So this phrase is saying you are reacting to something. You are going from calm to afraid. You go into a panic. You suddenly feel afraid, fearful, worried, anxious. You go into a panic. Thank you very much for your messages. Yes, strange things. Hello, strange things. It's a compound noun. Yes, you are putting two words together, pressing them together to form one word. Overreact, which basically means you are reacting too much to something. Too much. Debayan asks, seriously, what is this? What is this man doing? Well, if you have an answer, please send it to my email address and I will read it. Also, when people start to panic, there might be panic and I like this word. Look at this word. Can you see it there? Pandemonium. Wow. I like that word very much. Pandemonium. If there is pandemonium, it means there is chaos. People are running around, afraid. There is chaos all around you. So you might say there is panic and pandemonium. Pandemonium. Serene Snow says, I wish people were more like people in the 50s and 60s. We are all stuck here. We just have to make the best of it. Serene Snow wishes that the 1960s and also the 1950s would come back. However, I'm not sure if the 1950s were really a good time to be alive. There were lots of bad things happening in the 1950s. Lots of things happening. Hello to Mohammed Fayez. Will you watch adult movies? when you say adult movies, what do you mean by adult movies? I think I know what you mean, but what do you mean? Panic attack. I know all about this because for many years I used to suffer from panic attacks. It's true. It might not seem like a real thing, but I used to get terrible panic attacks where suddenly my body would react to nothing. It would feel as if I was going into some sort of shock. So my body would suddenly start to overreact to nothing around me. My heart would start to go very quick and fast and race away. I would start to sweat and parts of my body would start to twitch and tremble and I would have a panic attack. Horrible thing. So have you ever suffered from a panic attack? It's a horrible experience. It actually feels as if you're about to die. That's what you think. In your brain, you feel as if your life is about to end when you have a panic attack. It's a horrible, horrible thing. So a panic attack is something that can affect many people. Some people have it for many years. Some people have it for a short time. I had it after I came back from China when I was living here in the UK because I found it very hard to readjust to life back here in the UK. So I used to suffer from terrible panic attacks. Horrible. Here is the thing I mentioned earlier, panic buying. If you buy whilst panicking, we call it panic buying. As we have seen on the news, apparently this particular thing can you see what's happened there? I've started to unroll my toilet paper, but unfortunately it hasn't unrolled properly. I hate it when it does that. Don't you hate it when toilet paper does that? It's unrolled, but it's unrolled in a strange way. Unroll. So there is apparently panic buying at the moment of this particular thing. Toilet roll, toilet paper. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Yes. I love having this power. I love it. I have the power. A shortage makes scrambling, but sharing will leave a surplus. I like that. Yes, I like that phrase. That's nice. Yes. So sharing can leave a surplus. However, buying too much of one thing will leave a shortage, which you can see in this photograph. Look at that. So you can see this poor lady, she's trying to buy her groceries, but unfortunately the shelves are completely empty. Unfortunately, there is virtually no food left on the shelves. Apparently here in the UK, what we tend to do, we often buy bread and milk. So quite often, if we think that something bad is about to happen, we often rush to the supermarket and we will buy lots of bread and also lots of milk as well. So we see those things as very important things. Strange Things asks, Mr. Duncan, do you do your classes every day? My classes are with you on, and you can see it here, Sunday, Wednesday and Friday, 2 p.m. UK time. So I am with you 3 times a week. You can catch me live on Sunday, Wednesday and Friday, 2 p.m. UK time. And I suppose I should also mention that you can like and subscribe. So if you like what you see, please subscribe. It's gone. Thank you very much for your company today. We are looking at words connected to panic. Panic. We had panic buying, and now we can say that a person will go into panic mode. So we are using this as a phrase that means the state or the action of panicking. So you go into panic mode. Something that happens that suddenly makes you panic causes you to go into panic mode. It's almost like programming a computer. So your brain suddenly starts to work in a different way. You start to panic in your mind. You go into panic mode. Mode just means type. So your panic behavior or the way you are behaving. So panic behavior, panic mode. You switch to panic mode. You start to panic over what is happening. Okay then. This is very interesting. I like this one. You might run around like a headless chicken. Run around like a headless chicken. This particular phrase means that you panic. You panic over something. Something makes you panic. Something makes you run around, scared and afraid. You run around like a headless chicken. Apparently, I've never tried this. I've never tried to cut the head off a chicken, but apparently sometimes if you cut the head off a chicken, the body will run around for a few moments. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I don't know. But apparently there is a phrase, a great phrase in English. You run around like a headless chicken. You run around like a chicken that has had its head cut off. You might freak out over something. You freak out over something. People are freaking out. So you might say that because of the coronavirus, people are now starting to freak out. They are freaking out over this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So panicking can take many forms. We can also get a person to stop panicking. So maybe your friend is starting to panic because of something. Or maybe your friend is starting to lose control of their senses. And you might say, please calm down. Calm down. It's okay. There is no need to panic. Don't panic. Calm down. Everything will be all right. Please, please, calm down. Calm down. You might have to tell your friend to calm down because they are getting very anxious about something. You might have to tell everyone. Maybe there is a news report where perhaps the president or the prime minister of a country might urge everyone to stay calm. We urge everyone to stay calm. Please stay calm. Don't panic. We urge everyone to stay calm. Here's another one. There is no need to panic. There is no need to panic. So everyone, please relax, calm down. There is no need to panic. There is no need to get upset over something. There is no need to panic. And, we have one more. I like this one. This is a good piece of advice. Remain calm. Remain calm. If you remain calm, it means you stay calm, you don't worry, you don't get upset, and most importantly of all, you don't panic. Don't panic, Please, everyone, please, don't panic. Don't panic. So remain calm, keep your head, don't panic, don't lose your head, stay calm and relax. Talking of relaxing things, would you like to see something relaxing right now? Look at that. The view in my garden at the moment, and also the view from my window as well. Right now. There you can see it is raining at the moment here in the UK. However, spring is on its way. Spring is coming. Are you excited about springtime? I know not every country in the world has spring. However, some countries do, whilst others don't. And there you can see the view in my garden with the lovely birds looking very happy, even though it's raining. It's almost time for me to go today. But what did you learn today? Did you learn anything new from my lesson? So I will ask this question before I go. What did you learn today? Did you learn anything new from my lesson? Or maybe you learnt something new away from my lesson. Maybe you learnt something new about yourself. Maybe there was a piece of information that you didn't know before that you do now. What did you learn today? Luc Tu Tui, who I believe is watching in Vietnam, says, keep calm and try to relax. I will try my best to relax. I need to find a legal paper, but I got really crazy around the whole house and I couldn't find it. Guadeloupe, can I just say two things? First of all, I didn't know your name is also a Caribbean island. And also, don't you hate it when you can't find something? It happens to me all the time. There is always something in my studio that I need, and then suddenly I can't find it. So quite often I will put something down, especially my pen. Quite often I will lose my pen, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know why, but sometimes my pen just disappears. It just vanishes into thin air. I don't know how or why. So yes, there is something very annoying about losing things. I hate losing things. There is nothing worse than losing something and then you start to panic because you can't find it. You start to freak out because you can't find the thing you are looking for. Marwa says, I have learned the words related to panic and also being calm. Oh, okay, that's good. So those are the things that you've learned from today's lesson. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your company today. Yes, we have learned more words about virus and panic. Thanks a lot, Mr. Duncan. I am feeling better after your lesson. Well, can I just say that I am not panicking at the moment. I'm not worried too much. And of course, the best piece of advice I can offer you, the best advice that there is that I can offer you right now, if I can find it. Here it is. Keep calm and wash your hands. Keep calm and wash your hands. That, I think, is the best advice that I can give today. Keep calm, but don't forget to wash your hands. That is one of the best ways of protecting yourself from the coronavirus, and it will keep you fit and healthy, which is a good thing when you think about it. Hello, Zudzika. Oh, hello, Zudzika. Nice to see you here as well. It is not easy to relax, not at all, but I will try my best. Well, a lot of people do live in a state of anxiety and worry. Stress is something that many people suffer from nowadays. So a lot of people in the world now suffer from stress. So I'm pretty sure that the coronavirus will make some people very nervous and afraid. However, before I leave you today, I would like to read to you my little poem that I wrote this morning in bed. I'm not joking, I actually wrote this poem in bed after opening my eyes on a new day. Here it is. So here is my lovely little poem before I go. Let the first thing you think as you wake in your bed be the happiest thought that exists in your head. Don't let it fade or slip away. Keep that memory nearby, and rest assured and without a doubt you'll be ready to face a new day. And that is where I will leave you. So I hope you have plenty of toilet paper. I hope you have plenty of food nearby, although I do have a feeling that we might not need to panic quite so much at the moment. However, who knows what the future holds? Who knows? Thank you very much, Pachu. Thank you also to Anna. Thank you to everyone. Here in Egypt, in my country at the moment, we have some hot chocolate, which is called Corona. Yes, there is also a beer, a type of beer called Corona as well. By the way, the word Corona means crown, because the coronavirus looks like it has lots of little crowns on it. In fact, I think I have a picture of the coronavirus right here. Here it is. So there it is. So you can see the coronavirus has lots of little crowns all around it. Up there, you can see crowns. So that is the reason why the coronavirus has its name, because you can see there are lots of crowns on top of the coronavirus. And that's the reason why we have it. Thank you very much for your company today. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I hope very soon we can all say goodbye to the coronavirus. I really do. Thank you, Eric. Thank you also to Luis Mendez, Irene, Umberto, also Narima. Thank you very much for joining me today as we come up towards the end of today's live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you all stay safe as well. Wash your hands. It's the best way to keep yourself safe, apparently. Oh, look, quickly, before we go. Wait there. Look, the birds are now very busy on the bird feeder. One of the reasons why the birds are very busy eating in my garden is because there isn't much food around at the moment, so there aren't any insects. There is very little for the birds to eat. So needless to say, the birds are very excited to come into my garden. Thank you also to Valentin. Oh, hello, Valentin. I didn't see you here today. Hello. Whilst the coronavirus is out and about, you'll never get completely relaxed and feel safe. I suppose so, yes. There might always be a little feeling in your mind of worry or anxiety. But of course, it isn't the worry. It is how you deal with it that is important. That's what I think anyway. So I will try my best not to worry. Of course, the main thing with what I do is that I can stay at home. So even if the virus becomes really bad, I will still be here doing my live lessons. So even if I have to self-isolate myself in the house, it means I can still do my live streams. So it won't affect me very much at all. And of course, if you have to self-isolate, then you can watch my live streams as well. So I think I will continue making these video lessons and these live streams, even if things do become worse or get bad. So that's all I can say. Suleiman. Hello, Suleiman. Suleiman, you don't have to keep pressing your button. You don't have to keep pressing your button. Suleiman. Yes, I have seen your name. You don't have to keep pressing the button, or else I will have to do that. There we go. I'm going now. Thanks for your company. I hope it's been useful. Thank you very much for your lovely messages. Pilar says to everyone, click on the like button. Yes, you are more than welcome to like and subscribe. This is what I do. And don't forget, I do it all for free. A last look in the garden before I go, and then I will definitely disappear. Just like the birds. Thank you, Grace. I love your lesson very much, and I've learnt a lot. Thank you very much. Marwa says, keep safe, everyone. I hope so as well. Please stay safe, stay happy, stay well. Please do not get sick. Protect yourself, wash your hands, and take care until the next time I meet with you here on YouTube, which will be Friday. By the way, I am back with you on Friday. So that is when you can see me next. I will be with you next on Friday. And don't forget, 2 p.m. UK time. Lots of other things to talk about. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going now. We are coming up to 90 minutes of Live English Addict. But unfortunately, I must now say goodbye. You can have the captions later, and also you can like and subscribe. Mr. Duncan, you are still working, and that is one of the most important things. Bye for now. Thank you, Valentin. That's very nice. Anne Nguyen says or asks how to be good at English. Well, one of the ways to be good at English is to use it every day. Listen to English every day. Make English a part of your life. Just like your arm or maybe your nose. You have English. It is part of you. It is something that you use every day. Thank you very much, Stefanida. Hello, Stefanida. I haven't seen your name before. Is it your first time? Sweetness. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pachu. Thank you for watching today. I'm definitely going now, even though I keep saying that I'm going, but I am definitely going right now. Thanks for your company. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. A lot of things, a lot of stuff for you to look at, a lot of things for you to think about. I hope today you learnt something new. So something to think about after I leave you. What did you learn today? What did you learn from today's lesson? Let me know in the comments. And of course, until Friday, 2 p.m. UK time, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Stay healthy and stay safe. Ta-ta for now.